Last time on the Ezio Trilogy.
Claudia, my dearest sister. I have been in Acre a week now, safe and in high spirits, but prepared for the worst. The men and women who have fed and sheltered me here also give me warning that the road to Masyaf is overrun by mercenaries and bandits, not native to this land. What this could mean, I dread to guess. When I first set out from Roma 10 months ago, I did so with a single purpose: to discover what our father did not. In a letter written the year before my birth, he makes mention of a library hidden beneath the stones of Masyaf Castle. A sanctum full of invaluable wisdom. So what will I find when I arrive there? Who will greet me? A host of eager Templars, as I fear most strongly. Or nothing but the whistling of a cold and lonely wind. Masyaf has not been home to the assassins for almost 300 years now. Can we still claim it for our own? Are we welcome there? I am wary of this fight, Claudia. Not because I am tired, but because our struggle seems to move in one direction only. Towards chaos. Today, I have more questions than answers. This is why I've come so far. To find clarity. To find the wisdom left behind by the great Altair. So that I may better understand the purpose of our fight. And my place in it. Should anything happen to me, Claudia, should my skills fail me, or my ambition lead me astray, do not seek retribution or revenge in my memory, but fight to continue the search for truth, so that all may benefit. My story is one of many thousands, and the world will not suffer if it ends too soon.
Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue our Let's Play of the Ezio Trilogy. After traveling to Masyaf to uncover hidden knowledge left behind by Altair, Ezio faces a Templar force seeking the same knowledge. The clash resulted in Ezio killing the Templar captain in charge, gaining Niccolo Polo's journal in the process. The journal will aid Ezio in finding the keys needed to unlock the vault in Masyaf, which holds the hidden knowledge he seeks. Now let us see where Ezio's next destination takes us. Let's do this!
Dear sister, Masyaf is overrun by a battery of Templars, and their motive is clear. They desire the secrets locked away in Altair's library. Secrets they believe will lead them to something called the Grand Temple. Whether or not this is true, I do know the library is real. I have seen its door for myself. But none can enter. Not without 5 keys which were sent to Constantinople with Niccolo Polo almost 300 years ago. Claudia, I must find these keys. The Templars have already located one, and I do not know how difficult it will be to find the others. Only time, skill, and a bit of luck will tell.
Sequence 2. The Crossroads of the World. Constantinople, May 1511.
A magnificent sight.
It is a work in progress.
No city in Europa has a skyline quite like this.
Well, to be precise, that is Europa. That is Asia.
Ah, some borders even the Ottomans cannot move.
Very few. You are Italian by the sound of it, but your outfit is not. Have you been traveling long?
Sì, a molto tempo. I left Rome 12 months ago, looking for inspiration. And that search brought me here. When I was a child, my father told me stories about the fall of Constantinople.
You must mean the conquest of Constantinople. I suppose the moral of any story matches the temper of the man telling it.
That we can agree on.
Güzel. Constantinople is a city for all kinds and creeds. Students like me or travelers such as yourself. I have so much work to return to. But it is good to be home.
Work? When I was your age, my interests were mainly salve.
Incredible. I am surprised you got anything done.
As was my mother.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Bay Effendi. I hope you find something to hold your interest in.
I have faith I will.
Yardım edebilir miyim efendim?
Grazie, dear boy.
A scholar and a gentleman. You are full of surprises.
Very few, my friend. Eksik olmayın.
Hoş geldin kardeşim. Unless the legend is a lie, you are the man I long to meet. Renowned master and mentor. Ezio Auditori de la.
Prego.
Forgive me. I have a hard time remembering that Italian gibberish.
Da Firenze. The city where I was born.
Ah, yes. So, by your custom, I would be Yusuf Tazim da Istanbul. I like that.
Istanbul. Yet another name for this city.
Evet, it's a local favorite. Come, Mentor da Firenze. I will show you around.
A warm welcome. Master Assassin Yusuf Tazim has welcomed you to Constantinople and would like to give you a tour. Get to know him and the city. Full synchronization. Do not wander far from Yusuf. We won't. He's the homie.
Welcome to Galata district. For centuries, it has been a home to orphans from Europa and Asia alike. You won't find more diversity anywhere else in the city. And for that reason, assassins make it their home.
I would like to see where.
Kesinlikle. The Brotherhood is always eager to meet the man who put the Borgias out to pasture.
Oh. Does everyone in this city know I'm here already?
Well, your Holy Land tussle with the Templars did not go unnoticed.
When I first set out, violence was so far from my mind. I sought wisdom. The contents of Altair's library.
Not realizing it has been sealed for 3 centuries?
No, I assumed as much. But I never expected to find Templars guarding it.
Very troubling, no? 5 years ago, Templar influence here was minimal. A small faction with dreams of restoring the Byzantine throne. But they're growing in number, day by day. And the Sultan Bayezid on his way out. They may try something dramatic.
Is there no heir to the Ottoman throne?
Not just one, 2 angry sons. It's a familiar pattern with these royals. When the Sultan coughs, the princes draw their swords.
Between the Templars and the Ottomans, you must stay busy.
Ezio, I barely have time to polish my blade. More Templars! Look sharp! No. Watch.
Byzantium is dead, as are you.
The whole city wakens to welcome you, Ezio. First the regents, now the rats. Ottoman soldiers have a special loathing for these Byzantine thugs. That gives us some breathing room.
How much?
Just a little. They'll still kill you if you look at them wrong. But they will feel bad about it later.
Touching.
It's not so bad, really. For the first time in many decades, the assassins have a strong presence here. It wasn't always that way. Under the Byzantine Emperor, the assassins were hunted down and killed on the spot. We're almost there. This way. Mentor, say hello to your extended family.
Salute a voi, assassini. It is an honor to find such fast friends so far from home.
You see, brothers? Our mentor is not afraid to weep openly in front of pupils.
Do not worry. I will not make a habit out of it.
Ezio and I were ambushed on the way here. I'd like some of you to do a sweep of the area. Hey, men! And you, Ezio. Your weapons and armor are in a pitiful state. Maybe find some money and repair what you can. There is a blacksmith nearby. He's a friend.
Buona idea.
Upgrade and explore. Ezio's equipment is not in good condition. Explore Galata district and upgrade his equipment. Will do. I love this Assassin's HQ. Actually, I love all of the HQs in all three games. They're all distinct in their own way, while also having similar architecture in certain areas and yada yada. It's beautiful. I love Yusuf. I love Constantinople. I love this game. I love this game. I love all three of them, man. Such nostalgia. And we have $902, so we should have enough to buy the armor we need. Azap leather spaldrons. They'll give us 1 health and 3 resistance. Alrighty then, let's get them. Bam. And we could also repair if we had any other type of armor, but this is our first armor of the game. And we can't buy any weapons at the moment, so.
I have the most distinguished clients.
There we go, we're looking a little bit more flashy. Oh, I did not mean to pickpocket her, but it happened.
Praise the heavens! We feared we had lost our mentor to the vices of the big city.
I am content with my own vices, grazie.
So, what's on your mind, Ezio?
Tell me more about the Templars. You call them Byzantines. Yet the Byzantine Empire was overthrown 60 years ago.
These men are remnants of a line loyal to the cause of the last emperor, Constantine XI. Who leads them now, however? I cannot say.
Capisco. I suppose it is up to me to find out.
Ezio, where is your Hookblade?
My Hookblade.
You've never seen one? I grew up using these.
Show me how it works.
The Hookblade. Follow Yusuf to learn how to use your new Hookblade. Full synchronization. Perform every Hookblade move successfully at least once. Will do.
Think of the Hookblade as an extension of yourself, Ezio. We must hurry. You think I cannot make this one? Didn't break a sweat! This way.
Make it look easy, friend.
Watch and learn, Ezio. We call this a hook and run. Sprint at your opponent, and just as you reach him, use the hook blade to slip by. Harika! Shahane! The standard Ottoman hook blade has two parts, you see. The hook and the blade. So you can use one or the other. An elegant design. How about a bigger challenge?
Va bene, let's go.
The view from Galata. Ezio is now the proud owner of an Ottoman hook blade and needs a bit of training to master it. Training Yusuf is more than happy to provide. Full synchronization, climb the tower in under 60 seconds. Will do.
Having fun? That's right. Let the hook blade do the work. İşte böyle. Throw yourself into it. Welcome to Constantinople, Ezio, the crossroads of the world. Many generations of men have ruled the city, but they have never subdued her. She always bounces back.
It seems a fine place to call home.
It is. Race you to the bottom?
And now for our first synchronizable viewpoint. Beautiful.
I'm impressed, Yusuf. My brothers in Roma would like this.
Just give credit where it is due.
Yusuf, çabuk buraya gel.
Huh?
An attack on two fronts, Galata and the Grand Bazaar.
Every day, the same bad news. How is your appetite for swordplay?
I do what I must.
Good man.
Advanced tactics. Word has reached Yusuf that the Templars are attacking two separate assassin dens. Follow Yusuf while he conceives a plan. Full synchronization. Perform a zipline assassination. Will do.
Words cannot express my wonder.
When he tires of running, an assassin must take to the air. Watch. A Templar scout. And another there. Watch this. Assassin! Help! Time to part company. I'll head to the bazaar. You stay here. Do you see that tower?
See, the Galata Den.
Evet. I can't be in two places at once, but with you here, I don't have to be. Haydi rastgele.
I gotta say, the Hookblade is honestly an ingenious design. They should have brought it back for other AC games. Even though they didn't. It's still one of the best, to be honest. It was amazing. You know what, before we go talk to our assassin buddy to help defend the den, why don't we do a viewpoints real quick? Since it's right here. But yeah, the design for it to help reach places you can't really do on your own, especially for Ezio at his age at this point, it makes a lot of sense. And bam, another viewpoint has been viewed.
Unebuk, Sheriff Usta. Is Yusuf with you?
An attack in the city demands his attention. What is our situation?
We beat back the vanguard, but they are sure to send more troops.
Are your men ready for another fight?
They are now.
On the defense, the Templars are preparing to attack the Galata assassin den. Lead your fellow assassins in its defense.
Take your stand there. Take your stand there. Hold there. Defend that area. I need you to hold that point.
The tower defense of AC Revelations. A lot of people didn't like it. It didn't bother me when I played it originally the first time, and now it doesn't bother me. I think it's an interesting
Secure that point.
addition to the series. Could it have been better? Most likely. I'm not very versed in tower defense type stuff. but it probably could have been better. So we could add a leader, so we could get more morale. It's interesting that they call it morale
Make your
for
stand
like
there.
a point system. Nice.
Secure that point. Make your stand there.
There we go. And now we add another leader to the only other roof we can
Make your
add.
stand
That
there.
one. Because there's nowhere else we can put them. And now we can add some rifle boys.
Defend that area.
Bring out
Hold
the
that point
muskets.
for me. I need you to hold that
There we
point.
go. Oh yeah, I forgot you could also put them down here. But anyway, what was I saying a second ago? People didn't really like the tower defense thing. I didn't mind it, as I said, when I first played it, and it's still the interesting concept
Point for me.
for now.
Secure that point.
Could have been better,
Stand
yeah.
there.
Don't, and like I said, I don't know how exactly, since I haven't played many tower defense games in my time. But everything can be improved then again. Does it really make sense
stand
in
there.
the sort of story slash lore? I'm not sure. Maybe think about it, because this is like a whole freaking army of Templars fighting in the random streets of Constantinople. And yes, the Sultan's not here, and his main army ain't here, so obviously gang warfare couldn't take place. But this is like a whole ass battle. That is one thing that could be changed, make them more condensed, smaller scale, but also just as intense.
Hold that point for me.
Because like they bring, like in a minute you'll see they'll bring out a whole ass battering ram. Like you only do that if you're at like a full on
Make
war
your
type
stand
shit.
there.
But can't complain too much about it because it's not bad, and it's yeah.
Defend that
That's
area.
basically my feelings, my thoughts on it. So I don't really have much other opinions about it.
I need you to hold that point.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can upgrade these. Might as well upgrade these boys. There we go. And since we have some extra, might as well get a third barricade and upgrade it. And here comes the battering ram with that battering ram symbol. And if I'm trying to use it. But it is, if you hold on to it, it will melt the battering ram. Let's look at it, it's basically dead already. And voila. Then, defense completed. We called 28 assassins, we only lost one. RIP the homie. We shot 3 cannons. The health remains at 15. I think that's the max health for a den's health. And morale we have is 37. And it took us about 5 minutes to do so. And I guess that all equals to 80%, 83% synchronization. Even though I don't get what that's supposed to mean because it's not part of the overall synchronization that you can gain in the game. So, still interesting though. And our rewards are $100, some experience for our apprentices, and we get sulfur times 5, tripwire times 4, and British gunpowder times 1. And we also unlock the air assassin unit for further tower defense missions. Well, I want to call them missions. From what I remember, the only time they occur is when you get a certain amount of notoriety in a specific...
Send word if the Templars regroup. I will be with Yusuf at the Grand Bazaar Den.
Take a ferry across the Halij. It's the fastest way to the peninsula.
As I was saying, the only other times I think you do den defenses are when you are at full notoriety in a specific area that you control. If you control a certain den and you're in that area, and you get that much notoriety, that is when another den defense basically occurs, if I remember correctly. But yeah. On the attack, the Galata den is now secure, but Yusuf has not returned from his fight. Go to the Imperial North Den near the bazaar to find him. Full synchronization. Do not create any conflict in the Imperial Northern District. Alrighty then, let's do this.
Ezio! Come meet my new friends!
Where's he from?
You fight like a man late for his own wedding.
See, by about 25 years.
I was too late to save the bazaar then, unfortunately. But now that my army has doubled in size, we'll take it back together. This way! When the Templars take control of a district, they flaunt their presence. Hanging banners, extorting the merchants. It's a constant battle to keep them at bay. And they rub our noses in every victory.
They are quite bold. Why does the Sultan tolerate this?
Sultan Bayezid is far away, Ezio. Warring with his son Selim, many Fersa northwest of the city. He has been away for years, at least since the earthquake, and maybe even before. He is blind to all this turmoil.
Ah, but your eyes are open, see?
Hem defal Tashigibi. Believe it. Too many to engage directly.
I am not confident a smoke bomb will help us here.
Smoke bomb? Ezio, it's time you Italians joined the 16th century. These do not obscure. They distract.
Always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You see? They can't resist. Let's move.
You are full of surprises today.
Crafting explosives is a new hobby. One we borrowed from the Chinese and have taken to with great passion.
You will have to teach me.
Who is the mentor here, Ezio? I'm beginning to wonder.
Yazıklar olsun. Alçaklar.
Your turn. Make me proud. There they go. Hurry, we're nearly there. This is another of our many dens, taken by Templars, as you can see. Somewhere among this rabble is a Templar captain. Kill him, then climb the tower and light our signal fire. This warns the Templars that it is time to pack up and go.
Bene. You create a distraction. I will send them home.
Ezio, over here. Whenever the Templars commandeer one of our dens, they leave a captain in charge. Search the area carefully, and you might see him strutting about like a peacock.
Bomb. Eyes open. We don't want any nasty surprises. Come on. Why me? Not good. Back. Now, time to go visit my uncle.
And with that, Sequence 2 has been completed.
I'm seeing very strange activity in the Animus.
Oh?
The CPU should be fairly idle, but the system monitor is spiking regularly, sometimes as high as 85%.
Is it serious?
I'm not sure. Desmond's signs are stable.
Well, if there isn't a problem, let's not try to fix anything.
Fair enough. God, I need a drink.
16?
Desmond, think about this. What if I went with you?
With me? Where?
It could work. Just for a while. Until I found a way out. Another body, maybe, or a... I don't know. I don't want to be here anymore.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
No. I guess I had my chance. And I wasted it.
Man, I feel bad for
Were they
16.
close? Desmond and Lucy? I mean, closer than friends?
Well, there was the occasional misty-eyed moment, but,
She liked him, Bill. That's what she told me. Interesting.
that's it? Just interesting?
I spent a lot of time training each of them when they were younger. She was a remarkable woman. I just find this whole situation quite sad.
Sad? Are you finally getting soft on us, Bill?
Well, don't be too sad. She was a Templar double agent. At least from my understanding. Actually, no, I think it is canon that she was a double agent. I just don't know where it reveals that she actually was a double agent. Because obviously it was hinted at the end of Brotherhood. And I think it's explained somewhere after the fact. I think maybe in AC3 it mentions it here at some point. But, yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying a second ago. Man, 16's story is just so sad. Man's just lonely. His body is no longer is worm food, as he said earlier. He's trapped here alone. This is probably the first conversation he's had. The only other times he's tried to contact us was in AC2 and in Brotherhood with those enigmas and such, those glyphs, and that little side mission at the near the end of Brotherhood. Once you complete all the glyphs, his story is quite sad, and I forget if he survives Revelations or not, because I'm not gonna talk about it until it happens later on. But a certain thing happens near the end of Revelations, his story, or at least Desmond's part of it, and it always makes me wonder if 16 is still technically alive within the Animus, or if he no longer is. That part I've always... Once we get to it, we'll talk more about it. But besides that, Sequence 2 was an excellent second sequence. It introduced the main area that we're going to be at, Constantinople. It's beautiful looking. It is actually probably one of the best recreations of Constantinople in that time period. Hell, all of the games do a really well job at recreating the places that they take place in very well during those time periods. Roma, Venice, Florence, Damascus, London, Revolutionary America, all these locations, they do really well, and they did very well in AC Revelations in this game. The characters that we get introduced to, Yusuf, is pretty cool. We also get introduced to two other characters without getting their names, and we will soon learn their actual names and such later on in other sequences and such. But it's a cool introduction with the one character that was on the boat. Also seeing the red-headed female that will come into the story soon enough. I'm trying to avoid spoilers for those who may have not played this game. I'm not the greatest at doing that when I'm very passionate about these games, but besides that, the characters are pretty cool, great introductions to them. The mechanics, I very much wish that the Hookblade and the bomb type mechanics stayed with further AC games, because different types of bombs doing different types of things is pretty cool, and it will be expanded upon, I believe, in the next sequence. It will show us how we craft them and what kind of variations we could do. And the den assaults are obviously are similar to that of the Borgia ones where we conquer a place are pretty good, and there's only I think like 9 districts in the game, or 8 I think. I'm not sure. I have to look at that once we get back into the main story. But besides that, the other mechanic, the den defenses, kind of tower defense, kind of its own spin on it. Could have been improved on better, could have been more scaled down to make more sense given both the time period and also enjoyments. Like, we're literally killing like a whole ass regiment of soldiers in the middle of one street. It's a little weird, I will say, on that aspect. Granted, you don't play them often, as for the most part, I think the den defenses only occur when you have too much notoriety in one of your own districts, and that's when the Templars attack. It doesn't happen all the time, which would be annoying if it did happen all the time, because it is very time consuming most of the time. But they are rare, far few in between, so it doesn't really bother me. But they're decent. They could have been better. Obviously, any game that has a mechanic can always be improved upon in some way, shape, or form. That's always just how game development is, and I forgot what the word is. Hindsight. But anyway, great sequence 2. Great. It's so far I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Of course I will, because I love this game. It's honestly, in story-wise, is probably my favorite Assassin's Creed other than AC2 in terms of story. It is one of the best, and I'm just enjoying it, and I hope you all are too. And with that, we conclude today's chapter of the Ezio Trilogy. I hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did. Until next time, this is Ghost, signing out.